Defensive starters for Frontier tonight. DB number 10, Vinny Monaco. DB number 1, Conrad Ring. Safety number 21, Sean Gallagher. Safety number 28, Brendan Bush. DN number 50, Conrad Shistone. D-tackle number 79, Adam Hodge. D-tackle number 51, Jamie Dean. DN number 60, Riley Lepsch. Linebacker number 44, Jack Novak. Linebacker number 48, Tyler May. Linebacker number 86, Tyler Nagel. Stone.
I love that kid.
I had that kid in the middle school. It took me a year to pronounce that kid's name.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise? Remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. At the conclusion of today's contest, cross-training athletics will be awarding the character athlete of the game to a competitor from both schools. Today's award is going to the athletes who demonstrate positive character qualities of speech, conduct, love, faith, and integrity to the game. The New York State Public High School Athletic Association requires officials to enforce all sportsmanship rules for athletes and coaches. Officials will not tolerate negative statements or actions between opposing players, especially trash talking, taunting, or baiting of opponents. If such comments are heard or actions seen, a penalty will be assessed immediately. Officials have been instructed not to issue warnings. Let tonight's contest between Frontier and Bennett reflect mutual respect. Bennett has won the toss. They've elected to receive.
Welcome to Friday Night Football here on Western New York Athletics. I'm Stu Boyer along with Tom Prince, and tonight we have a matchup of two teams with records of 2-1. Bennett here at Frontier. Bennett lost to Lancaster, and Frontier lost to Clarence. And we have a starting quarterback change for Frontier. Austin Lippert gets the start. Matt Suzuki injured last week against Clarence. Now, you and I have seen both these teams now, so this should be a very interesting matchup.
This is going to be a matchup of who is going to make the playoffs. That's what this matchup is going to be all about today. Who is possibly going to get that number 4 seed to take on either Lancaster or Orchard Park at the moment? Still a lot to be happen, right? Especially because Bennett will host Orchard Park next week, as well as Frontier will go to Lancaster. So we've got some big games still left. But if I just went by the records right now, the winner of this game could be the one that's going to the playoffs.
So this is a huge matchup. Austin Lippert, who will start at quarterback, will also kick off. Down on the field before the game, who's also their place kicker. I watched him warm up. He has a huge leg. So Frontier gets set to kick off. Frontier, blue pants, dark blue jerseys, white numbers, and dark blue helmets. Bennett, white shirts, orange pants, dark helmets. And Lippert puts his foot into the ball, and we're underway. This is Ahmad Bradbury at the 10, at the 15, at the 20, and gets all the way out to about the 30-yard line where the Tigers will take over 1st and 10.
So when we watched Bennett the first time, we know young team, sophomore quarterback, freshman running back. We said, watch, after that game against Lancaster, they're going to get better and better each game, stronger and stronger. And it's exactly what we've seen with 2 big wins under their belt right now. But you're going to see them go, the running backs, right? You're going to see the freshman that's going to come into play, Tolliver, and then you're also going to see McDuffie. You're going to see them exchange here, and boy, they are 2 really good running backs.
And they have 2 young men named Lewis. McDuffie gets the handoff. Good hard run, but he only got a yard or 2. Bennett has a couple of wide receivers, Jaden Lewis and Kevin Lewis, and both were impressive in the game we saw against Hutch Tech.
Yeah, Kevin Lewis, the senior 6'3", 176-pounder, was a huge threat from wide receiver. He's got the height, he's got the ability to jump, and he's got the speed to go with it. Watch out what he provides.
Well, empty backfield for Antonio Davis, the third. He's going to hand it off. That's McDuffie trying to go around the far side. He can't do it. That time, Davis was under center. I thought that was him in the shotgun, so I need to correct myself there. So a short gain. That'll bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 4 for Bennett from the 37-yard line of the Tigers.
So it could be an early, right? Early stop, what Frontier's trying to do. Can you get the momentum early in this game? We've seen, listen, if you look at the defense of Frontier, comes up big, even though with the loss of Clarence, after the first 5 minutes, they completely shut that Clarence team down.
Davis under center, looks to pass, throws to the near side, caught, and getting the 1st down, I believe. The ball comes out after the play, but then there's a flag. So we'll see how they rule on that one. Catch made by Edgar Key III. And let's see what the call is here. Illegal use of hands on Bennett, so that will back him up and take away the 1st down. Going to call it an illegal block in the back on the Tigers, and they'll replay 3rd down, and the ball will move back to the 30-yard line.
That's a big penalty right there. That would have given Bennett a first down opportunity to get the ball rolling. And again, not even expecting. We haven't seen Key go out for passes like that. He goes out for a big pass. That's your fullback that goes out there, makes a huge catch. Now you're going to be able to fight here for 3rd down. Still manageable at 3rd and 11.
2 wide receivers each side. Davis takes the snap, looks to throw, runs to the right. He throws deep downfield on the far side. And they're going to say incomplete, out of bounds. Ball was caught, but Bradbury couldn't bring it in bounds, and that'll bring up 4th down and 11 for the Tigers.
That was almost a highlight catches. I thought Bradbury got a foot in on that one. That was that close. Bradbury makes an amazing catch over on the sideline. Unfortunately, though, goes out of bounds.
So Gallagher and Monaco are back deep to return the punt. Jaden Lewis set to punt it away from about his own 19-yard line. He gets it away, goes on the far side, takes a Bennett bounce, and it will roll out of bounds at about the Frontier 33-yard line, where the Tigers and Austin Lippert will have a 1st down. This will be the game you and I did, Tom. We saw Austin Lippert throw a perfect pass on a fake punt, but Kazuski was playing that game, and unfortunately he was injured last week. So this is Lippert's game. His big brother, by the way, as a freshman, a starting wide receiver and running back for the Mercyhurst Lakers, Alex. He also played here at Frontier. So 1st and 10 for the Falcons, scoreless, 10:04 to play in the first quarter. And Lippert will line up under center. And he'll pitch it to the near side to Monaco, and he's going nowhere fast. Might have lost a yard or two. Lewis on the tackle for Bennett. That would be Jaden Lewis. So they'll say a 1-yard loss. It'll be 2nd down and 11. So last week for Frontier, apparently they had a tough stretch at the beginning of the game and fell behind early and were never able to claw their way back against Clarence. So 2nd down and 11 for the Falcons. Lippert under center. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Carter. And he barrels forward.
Carter on the carry.
No,
not much.
Yeah, he got back to the line of scrimmage. Yeah.
Gain of 1, so it'll be 2nd down and 10.
It looked like on the tackle was Jamario Tolliver, the 9th grader, the linebacker, comes up big on that one.
Yeah, he's the big fullback that we haven't seen yet, but no doubt we'll see him. So 3rd and 10 for Frontier. Ball at the Falcons' 35-yard line. Lippert hands it off, and Carter goes nowhere. 3 straight running plays, and it'll be a 3-and-out for Frontier.
You see who was on that one again?
I'm going to take a guess. It was the same guy you were just talking about.
That's exactly who it was. It was Tolliver again, comes up big on that one. Love his instincts, especially as a freshman. Normally you don't see those instincts as a freshman, right? Because they're learning. But like what I said to you earlier, watch out. Teams seeing competition and what they've seen so far this season, you knew this was going to be a team that was going to get stronger and stronger.
Lippert back to punt. Bradbury among the deep men. Bradbury and Moore. Lippert gets his foot into it. It'll be caught by Bradbury at the 35, bobbles it, then gets it back, and he's brought down by Sean Gallagher after a return of about 3 or 4 yards. It'll be Bennett ball, 1st and 10 at about the 38-yard line of the Tigers.
Great special teams tackle there by Gallagher. Really gets after him because that's a guy, he gets into the open field. Watch what he can do. He can do some great returns, but Gallagher does a great job defensively on that one.
So it's Bennett's 2nd possession. 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line for the Tigers. We're scoreless in the first quarter, 9:41 to play.
Defense for both teams early is what we're seeing.
Sun's still out on a cool, breezy spring day. Antonio Davis III under center. He'll pitch it, and coming to the near side and finally being stopped. I believe that was McDuffie.
No, I think it was
No,
Pearsall.
it was Pearsall.
Yep.
Jashawn Pearsall. Now Pearsall will head to the sidelines. Gain of 4 will be 2nd down and 6.
Also at the Tigers' 42-yard line where Bennett has it 2nd and 6.
Now McDuffie's in the backfield. Pitch to McDuffie. Trying to get around the far side. He's spun around and brought down after a gain of maybe a yard or two. Maybe even he lost a yard. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Great tackle by Conrad Christen.
Yeah, it was a nice play. He chased him down from the backside.
It looked like McDuffie was trying to find the hole, and he was about to make his turn into a space right there, and he comes up big right there. Conrad does a great job of catching him.
So 3rd and 6 from the 42 for Bennett. Back to pass Davis. He's in trouble, and he's brought down. A big sack by number 44.
Davis drops back. He's brought down in the backfield by number
Actually glad Davis is okay on that one. Did you see the way he landed on his knees on that? I was a little worried that he was going to have a little problem. He's up and running. That's great to see. But a big sack there by Jack Novak right there.
Well, Davis had no chance there. Novak bursted through there quickly. Monaco and Gallagher back deep for the Lewis punt. 4th and 13 from the 35 for Bennett. Tigers having a little trouble getting the right personnel on the field here. Lewis awaits the snap. He's got it. Up in the air to the far side. It'll bounce at the 43 and will go out of bounds at about the 39-yard line where Frontier will take over 1st and 10.
Goes out of bounds. Frontier will start 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
So the first possession, Frontier ran 3 running plays and punted. We'll see what they do here.
Defense both coming up big early on, right?
Yes. And we'll see if the Falcons decide to put the ball in the air. Ring splits wide to the near side. Kevin Lewis matched up against him. There's a run to Carter. He's got some running room. Carter, 35, 40, and brought down inside the Bennett 30-yard line. Conrad Carter flying through the hole. Hayden Carter, flying through that hole all the way down to the Bennett 30-yard line.
Kevin Lewis with Bennett on the tackle on that one, but that is a big run. That's to kickstart your team right there and get things started for Frontier.
So 1st and 10 for the Tigers from the Falcons from the Bennett 30-yard line. Hand off to Carter. He's got some running room. Carter all the way down inside the 20, close to the 10-yard line. Hayden Carter racking up the yards.
And McDuffie on the tackle on that one. But, boy, he looks good running the ball. You got to give some credit right now to this offensive line. They are opening up the holes nice right now.
Looks like we have a timeout on the field. I did not see who called that. I'm going to take a guess. It might have been Bennett after getting torched on back-to-back plays. Bennett did take the timeout. Well, Hayden Carter has a quick burst. He hit the hole hard and fast.
Those are 2 big runs. That's when you're actually giving your team the spark plug that they need. We've been waiting for some team to take an early control of this game, and right now Frontier is down in the red zone trying to take control. And remember, they've also got somebody who can kick field goals down here.
Yes, they do.
Lippert's proved that he can actually go out. He's got a boot to him, and there's no doubt that they can go ahead and kick field goals at the same time to try to put points on the board.
I was watching him before the game. I went down on the field, and the ball was spotted at the Frontier 40, and he was booming it down to between the 20 and 10-yard line at the other end of the field. I mean, that's a big leg. Most high school players cannot do that. Anyway, 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line for Frontier. Still scoreless in the first quarter, 9:01 to play. Lippert hands it off, and there's not much there that time. Bennett stacks up the middle, and Carter gets nothing. So it'll bring up 2nd down. Lippert comes to the sideline to get the play call, looks toward the sideline.
It's funny, senior night is what we have going on here, too, at the same time for the Falcons. And sometimes you never know the reaction of senior night, right? Is it a positive or negative thing? Because there's that, you don't have that wait time that you wait and you have those ceremonies. Are you ready to come right out? And they've absolutely come ready out.
You just never know emotionally what kind of impact that's going to have. There goes Carter up the middle, barreling forward inside the 5. Stopped a little short of the first down. A 7-yard gain. That'll make it 3rd down and 3 from the 4-yard line. So Frontier can get a first down here.
4-yard line where Frontier has it 3rd and 2.
Rivera, the tight end, checks back into the game, has a word with Lippert as they go into the huddle.
That'd be a nice play to go to your tight end right here, right about now, too.
Well, they certainly have set that up nicely. Ring splits out to the far side. That's the top of your screen. And there's a handoff up the middle.
Carter on the
And he stopped short. It'll be 4th down. So this one's all Carter. And it'll be 4th down for the Falcons. Now, as Tom mentioned, Lippert has a great leg, so if they choose not to go for it, they can certainly
call
kick a
timeout
field
and talk
goal.
about this.
Yep, that's exactly what they're going to do. So do you want to take what – I'll tell you what, Lippert is so good as a high school kicker. A field goal from there is almost as good as it's almost a sure thing, which you don't say about a lot of high school kickers.
It's an extra point.
Yeah,
it's an extra point opportunity is what it is right here. But at the same time now you talk. Do we leave points on the board, or boy, our running back right now is seeing the holes real well, getting good run opportunities. It's about a half yard for a first down.
Yeah, well, this early in the game, I'm going for it. And if I get the first down, great. And if I get a touchdown, even better. And if I get stopped, I got them backed up in their own end.
Yep.
So I'm going to go for it, and we'll see what they do.
Lippert's no small guy. He's listed at 6 foot 200. I'm also thinking that you're going to possibly do a quarterback sneak right here and try to get this is what you're going to do.
Possible. Why not, right?
Especially because your line has opened the holes real well right now. Do you try to go to them right now and go right behind them and get at least a minimum of first down?
Here we go. 4th and 1 from the 2 for Frontier. And there goes Lippert. And let's see. Frontier says touchdown, and it is a touchdown. So Austin Lippert carries it over. Good call, Tom. You should be an offensive coordinator. And Frontier takes a 6-0 lead on the Lippert 2-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, the offensive line right now, we always talk about this in a big game, right? Look to the battle of the trenches. That drive, Frontier wins the battle of the trenches, and they go right behind that line for the success on the finish off that drive.
That drive was entirely on the ground. Kick is up, and it is good. And with 3:05 to play in the first quarter, it's Frontier 7 and Bennett nothing. Impressive drive for the Falcons. And as I mentioned, all on the ground. Most of the hard work done by Hayden Carter on that drive. A couple of huge runs in there.
I'll tell you also what could come into play. Remember this too, Stu, that it could come in later on. Is we'll see Bennett go for 2-point conversions.
Right.
The fact that they're going for and be able to make those extra points is the extra points versus going for the 2-point conversion, making them or not making them come into play and be the difference in this game. Especially when you've got a very close game like this. It absolutely is the special teams that we talk about and could be a big difference.
Well, and also, should it come down to it, Frontier has a kicker with a good long range. So if this game is as close as we anticipate it being, that could be a factor too. So Lippert gets set to kick off. Bradbury and Dominic Howard, the deep men. The ball gets blown off the tee by the wind.
It's blowing pretty good. If you check out the flag right now, you can see the flag is really blowing from Falcons sideline to Bennett sideline is exactly how it's blowing right now.
Falcons attacking the goal to our right. The Bennett team attacking the goal to our left as Lippert gets set to kick it off. Puts his foot into the ball, and it's going to go over Bradbury's head into the end zone for a touchback. So Bennett will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. 3:05 to play first quarter, 7-0 Frontier.
So the question now becomes, how does Bennett answer, right? We saw them time after time answer it. Now you've come down, you're down in a game early away. Answer right here could be really big for the Tigers.
So Antonio Davis III brings him out of the huddle. McDuffie, the lone setback. Bradbury and Lewis split to the near side. That's Kevin Lewis. Jaden Lewis on the far side at the top of your screen. Split out wide. And there's the handoff to McDuffie. Cuts it back inside. Got about 3 or 4 yards there. And that will bring up a 2nd down and about 6. By the way, Isaiah McDuffie from Boston College, once again in the house tonight. Said he'd be watching the NFL draft either at his parents' house or grandma's house. He's expected to go somewhere between the 3rd and the 7th round. And, of course, that could always change, too. So 2nd down and 6 for Bennett. Tigers at their own 24-yard line. There's a handoff to McDuffie, trying to turn the corner, and he can't quite do it. A late flag comes in, and we'll see what that is. Wonder if that's a late hit, because it came toward the very end of the play, and we'll see what the call is. Holding against Bennett, so the Tigers are going to be backing up. They'll replay 2nd down, but instead of 2nd and 6, it'll be 2nd and a lot longer. So there's the call of the penalty on Bennett. Still be 2nd down. And the ball goes all the way back to the Tigers' 15-yard line. They got to get out to the 30-yard line for a 1st down, so it'll be 2nd and 15 from the 15.
2 drives already, 2 big penalties. One that cost them a 1st down on the last drive.
So we'll see. Bennett has been unable to get the ground game going. We'll see if they try to go to the air. Davis back to pass. He throws deep downfield. Caught by Lewis on the far side, but he's out of bounds, and it's an incomplete pass. And that'll bring up 3rd and 15 for the Tigers.
Almost a little short. He had 2 receivers there. He was leading the way. You wonder if they had a step or 2 on the cornerback right there, got it out a little bit farther, and, of course, in bounds. You could just imagine what that play could have been.
3rd and 15 for the Tigers at their own 15-yard line. Davis back to pass. He throws to the near side, caught by Dominic Moore, and he's tackled almost immediately. He gets out to about the 25-yard line, but it'll be 4th down for the Tigers, and they will once again have to punt it away.
We got some scoring updates for you. We have Iroquois leads Newport 6-0. Kleitz to Kedge, an 11-yard touchdown. We have a AA score as Orchard Park already leads Williamsville North 13-0. And then we've got in the South Towns, Allegheny 7, Fredonia 0.
So Jaden Lewis back to punt. Monaco and Gallagher back deep. There's the punt, comes to the near side, bounces at the 50, and Monaco decides to pick it up. He's at the 50, at the 45, and brought down at about the Bennett 42-yard line. Ball took a bounce, and Monaco wasn't sure if he wanted to pick it up, decided to pick it up and take off. So Frontier gets good field position, 1st and 10 at the Bennett 43-yard line.
And another score update comes from Southwestern as Southwestern takes a 14-0 lead over Chautauqua Lake at an Aiden Kennedy with an 8-yard TD pass there. We've got a tie game over there. Oh, wait, no, sorry. It was 6-6 Lancaster and Clarence. Clarence just took a 12-6 lead there.
1st and 10, Lippert under center for the Falcons. And he'll hand it off to Carter, and he's buried immediately that time. No doubt about that one. Bennett was right on top of that, and no gain for Carter. Richard Perry on the tackle.
And again, Richard Perry, a sophomore. Can you believe in this team, the sophomores and freshmen we've been talking about? It's why I kept saying is watch as this season progresses where they're going to be. And right now, the only thing that you've seen that's been negative for the team has been 2 penalties that have put them out of reach a little bit. Watch out. They're going to get in a groove, and this is where Frontier's got to try to capitalize and get some points on the board.
2nd and 12, about 20 seconds left in the quarter. And Lippert back to pass. He throws. Caught by Gallagher. 20, 10, 15. Brought down at the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle by McDuffie. So it's 1st and goal for Frontier with 10.4 seconds left in the quarter.
What a big catch. Another big play right there for Frontier. Now they go to the air. They're doing it from the ground in the air. And I'll tell you, you know as well as I do, when you're running the ball as effective as you do, that pass play opens up, and it's exactly what it does. But it's been the running leading to the pass on that one.
A great throw, great catch and run, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. At the end of one quarter, it's Frontier 7, Bennett nothing, and we'll be back after this short break.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being. Our passion.
WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
Back at Frontier High School, Stu Boyer along with Tom Prince. Frontier leads this one 7-0, and they are threatening first and goal from the 2-yard line as the teams have switched ends as we begin the second quarter. Lippert under center. Takes the snap, hands it off to Carter, spins around into the end zone for the Frontier touchdown. And it's 13-0 Falcons. One play, and just like that, Frontier adds to their lead. Lippert will try to add the extra point to make it a 14-0 game. Well, Hayden Carter having a big night.
Lippert on to attempt the extra point.
And boy, they haven't lost a beat at quarterback, right? Imagine having two quarterbacks playing as well as Frontier does right now.
And there's the kick for the extra point. That one is no good. And it stays at 13-0. And Frontier will kick it off. Not sure if that was on the snap, the hold, or just a bad kick, or somebody got a hand on that. We'll see.
Why are they? I think
there's
some sort of flag.
Yeah, I didn't see any flags, but the players are coming back like they're going to kick the extra point again. While the referee's headed to the far sideline to have a word with Bennett head coach Steve McDuffie.
So while they're sorting it out, let's give you a couple more scores. Orchard Park just takes a 20-0 lead over Williamsville North. End of the first quarter, Iroquois got a 14-0 lead over Newport. And then Lancaster to take that 12-6 lead, a 99-yard kickoff return for a touchdown.
Well, looks like Frontier is going to kick the extra point again. I still didn't see any flags, but there must have been one. Well, Bennett jumped offside, and there's another flag. It looked like Bennett jumped offside, and they did. So we'll see if this changes anything for Frontier, because they'll be that much closer to the goal line. Nope, they're still going to kick it. And this kick is up.
It's
blocked. Blocked by Bennett. So two in a row that are no good. Frontier got a reprieve, and Bennett blocked the second one.
So we get another scoring update again from Southwestern. Southwestern takes a 21-0 lead over Chautauqua Lake. Aiden Kennedy up to 150-yard passing yards in the first quarter with a second touchdown throw right there for Southwestern. And then that was the other update right there. But we've got some big scoring updates right there, and some that are fucking AA conference, right? The Orchard Park Will North score, but look at the Clarence Lancaster score. That's a big one, Stu. That could also have an effect inside these games.
Well, Frontier here has taken a 13-0 lead with 11:54 to play in the second quarter. Lippert will kick it off. Bradbury and Howard are the deep men for Bennett. So the Tigers looking to get something going here. Their offense has been unable to get untracked against Frontier.
But mainly because of two big penalties on each drive that put them out of range to be able to go for those first downs.
So Lippert gets set to kick it off. And he booms this one. Bradbury looks to see it. That one rolls into the end zone for a touchback, and it'll be 1st and 10 Bennett at their own 20. So Lippert gets another touchback for the Falcons, and now the Bennett offense will come out and try to figure out the Frontier defense. The Frontier offense has been a lot of Hayden Carter and one huge pass from Lippert to Gallagher. Lippert and Carter with the touchdowns for Frontier.
And both big plays that did it, right? Two big plays that set up those scoring drives right there for Frontier.
Jaden Lewis and Ahmad Bradbury split wide to the near side. Davis, the third, back to throw. He throws over the middle. Intercepted by Gallagher at the 30, at the 25, the 20, the 10, and knocked out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. Sean Gallagher with the interception for Frontier, and the Falcons are back in business.
Wow. Oh, wait. There's a flag on there, and it looked like it went against, but did it happen on the return, though, is the question.
Well, let's see. And they moved the ball back toward the 20-yard line, so it appears it was on the return.
Yeah, pushing the back.
It was on the return because Lippert is back in at quarterback, so it's Frontier ball, 1st and 10.
What a turn of events, Stu. Wow.
At the 22-yard line for Frontier. They're at the Bennett 22, leading 13-0. 11:41 to go in the second quarter. There's a handoff, and it looked like Lippert and Carter, neither one of them wanted to let go of the ball. And there's no gain there. Or if there was a gain, it was very short.
All right, Jaden Lewis on the stop on that one, too.
So we'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 22. Lippert trains with Jim Kubiak from the Western New York Quarterback Academy. Former Navy quarterback from St. Francis, also writes for the Buffalo News.
He's done some big quarterbacks in the area. He's helped out.
And Carter spins away from a tackle, but he gets at the most a yard and a half, so it'll be 3rd down for Frontier. 3rd down, 9 for Frontier. Yes, Kubiak has an impressive resume, doesn't he?
He really does. Big names here in Western New York, big ones.
Third down and 9 for the Falcons. And we're going to get a timeout here. It looks like Frontier is going to take their 2nd timeout of the first half. Falcons lead this one 13-0, 10:27 to play in the second quarter. Sean Gallagher with a big interception to set up Frontier in great field position. There was a penalty on the return that took it back to the 22, and on the first 2 plays of the drive, the Tigers defense has stood firm. So a big 3rd down here for the Falcons. Lippert has great range as a kicker. And I don't know if
I don't know. This would be
that's
a long one.
kick, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he does have a big leg, and I don't know what Coach Rich Gray would do in that situation if they don't get the first down here.
You're in the position where you're going to go for it, though. I mean,
yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, I mean, there's no need to pin down here. You've already got him pinned, and your defense has stepped up so far. So I think this is your automatically in 4th down opportunity right here.
I tend to agree with you there. So 3rd and 9, ring split to the top of your screen. Monaco goes in motion. Lippert rolls right, being chased by Lewis. He throws, almost intercepted. 2 Bennett players collide, and it cost them the interception. Lippert got a break there. He was rolling. Looked like it was going to be interception, and 2 Bennett players collide.
Yeah, it was Bradbury and Bunch who collided. It looked like Bradbury had that one right in his sights, was ready to take off right there, too.
Well, it's an incomplete pass, and Frontier gets a break. It'll bring up 4th down and 9. And once again, Tom, you appear to be a soothsayer. They're going to go for it.
Yeah, I think that's an easy decision right here.
I think so, too. So 4th and 9. Lippert stays under center. He's back to pass. He's under pressure. Tosses it up there. Great catch by Gallagher, but he's brought down at about the 17-yard line. Ball a little bit high on the throw there. Lippert under great pressure. A short gain, but Bennett will take over on downs.
Yeah, De'Ari Crockett with a big tackle on that one, number 10 right there. But, boy, how about Bennett? They come up big defensively. That could have been a huge turn of events right there where Frontier could go up 20-0 right here. Bennett comes up huge defensively. Imagine the swing this could be if Bennett could come down and score right now.
And just think how big that penalty was, too, on the interception. To come all the way back to the 22 when they were like down inside, closer even inside the 10-yard line. So 1st and 10, Bennett from the Tigers' 17-yard line. Antonio Davis III awaits the snap. He's got it, throws, caught on the far side, caught by Moore, and he's brought down after a gain of about 4 or 5 yards. So it'll be 2nd down for Bennett.
Davis to Howard. Gain of 6 on the play.
Yeah, that was number 6, Dominic Howard.
What did I say? Thought I said Dominic Howard. Maybe not. Probably called him by the wrong name. I do that nowadays. So it'll be 2nd down and 5 from the 22. Lewis goes in motion. And there's a handoff to McDuffie, and there's very little room for him. He rolls forward, and it'll bring up 3rd down for Bennett. Tom, have the Tigers got a first down yet?
No.
I didn't think so.
Yep, remember, they should have had a first down. It got called back due to a penalty. Remember when they threw that pass to 45 earlier in that one, and it was a catch that that Key the third had made, and we go, okay, here it goes. Here's the start. And then they had the flag thrown, pulled it back.
3rd and 2 from the 25 for the Tigers. Bennett looking for that first down of the game here in the 2nd quarter. And there's the handoff, and barreling forward is Russell, and he's got the first down. Just Sean Russell gets Bennett's first down of the game. They're out past their own 30-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10. A 5-yard gain, 1st and 10 at their own 32 for the Tigers.
Yeah, Pearsall comes up big right there, right? Fights for all those yards, too.
Just Sean Pearsall. Good run there.
He's going to stay in there at running back, too.
He's run hard. And the pass is completed to Bradbury, and he's buried immediately by Gallagher in the backfield for a loss.
Gallagher is coming up big today on both sides of the ball, defensively and offensively. Wow, what Gallagher is he having a game.
Well, Bradbury had no chance. The second he caught the ball, Gallagher buried him. Gallagher had the big pass play on offense, as you mentioned. I think he also had the interception.
Yeah, he has just been unbelievable so far in this first half.
7:45 to play, 13-0 Frontier. Here's Davis. He throws deep down the near sideline, incomplete, and there's a flag, and they're going to get Monaco for pass interference, preventing Jaden Lewis from making the catch.
He had to turn his head on that one, Stu. Doesn't turn at all, looks directly at his receiver, and again, any sort of contact when you're not looking for the ball at all, you're going to get that called against you almost every single time.
So it'll give Bennett a first down. It's called pass interference against the Falcons, and we'll watch as the officials spot the ball. They'll march it off. That will take the ball out to the 44-yard line of Bennett, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers. 13-0 Frontiers, 7:35 to play, second quarter. Two wide receivers split out to the near side. And there goes Davis rolling to the far side. There's a flag. He throws it incomplete, out of bounds. He goes for a spill.
And that second flag is going to be intentional grounding right there. They're going to call him for.
So I saw the first. There are two. I saw one that was at about the 45-yard line. They threw two?
Yep, the second one came in late. That's going to be an intentional grounding one. And the first one, my guess, is going to be some sort of hold, being that it came out as he was rolling out.
He took a nasty spill on the far side when he went out of bounds. So hopefully he's all right. So the officials discussing their call. And we'll see how this one plays out. And now we're going to get the call as the referee comes to the near sideline, probably to have a chat with Rich Gray, maybe to see which penalty they want to accept and how it impacts the game. And his decision, man in the white hat talking to Coach Gray. We tell you the officials, but they didn't want to give they declined the first one. Yep, intentional grounding. Once again, Tom is correct. Looks like it was a holding or a face mask. Face mask was the first one, and intentional grounding is called. That'll move the ball back to the 36-yard line of Bennett.
And be a loss of down. So that's the big thing is that's why they went with the second penalty is the loss of down when you do an intentional grounding penalty.
So that'll make it 2nd down and 19 for the Tigers. The Bennett offense struggling to get going here. And Davis back to pass. He throws. That one is caught and tackled immediately. Gang tackled and shoved back is Key. I believe Key caught that one. Number 45.
No, it was Lewis that caught that one.
It was 13?
Yep,
All
Kevin
right.
Lewis, yep.
All right, well, here comes Bennett. No huddle that time. Now Davis throws, caught by Dominic Howard for a short gain. This is 4th down now, and Bennett will once again go without a huddle. 4th and 4 from the 50-yard line for the Tigers, the Frontier crowd making noise. Davis back to pass, and he's buried.
Fumble.
The ball comes out, and Frontier's got the ball. So a huge play there by Frontier to get that ball back to stop him on 4th down. Conrad Christen, the big hit to bury Antonio Davis III, and Frontier takes over 1st and 10. Conrad Christen, what a hit.
That was a huge hit. Absolutely big right there. And here we go. Boy, defense has been huge today. As you've seen Frontier step up play after play, drive after drive so far. Stops a huge momentum right here from Bennett and still gets a chance to be able to have great field position.
1st and 10 at the 43 for the Falcons. And there's a handoff to Carter, and he's got nothing there. No gain on the play there. Looked like Cameron Heflin on the tackle.
And then also Rashard Perry was in on that one.
Yeah, there's a name we keep hearing.
Yeah, but Perry's big. He really is. He has been big defensively, and he is. You're talking about one of the big guys on that defensive line. He really has come up big.
2nd and 11 from the 44 for Frontier. The Falcons have thrown 2 passes. One was a big gain to Gallagher, and the other one was almost intercepted, but 2 Bennett players collided and in effect cost their team an interception. Just unfortunate that way. And now Lippert back to pass. He's under pressure. He escapes. Great play by Lippert to get away from it. Still on his feet. And down he goes all the way down to the 36-yard line. Looked like they had Lippert, but somehow he managed to get away from him. It'll be 3rd down.
You thought they were going to go sack for sack on that one, but here it comes. But Crockett gets a big tackle on that one to still keep it as a 3rd down.
3rd and 4 from the 37. Impressive escapability from Lippert.
Yeah. We have a new score coming from Newport as Iroquois leads Newport 28-6 late in the 2nd quarter. Trey Kleitz with a 50-yard touchdown pass for there.
3rd and 7 for Frontier from the 37-yard line of Bennett. And Lippert's going to keep it himself. He's got the 1st down and then some. He's inside the 30. Austin Lippert called his own number there and got a 1st down for Frontier.
And Bradbury on the tackle on that one.
Gain of 8. 1st and 10 Frontier at the Bennett 29-yard line. Frontier up 13-0, 4:50 to play here in the 2nd quarter. Rivera comes back in at tight end for Frontier, puts his hand on Lippert's shoulder and whispers the play that no doubt came in from Coach Gray. And, that was close. Bennett almost jumped. Handoff to Carter. Sprinting up the middle. Some good hard running. A late flag comes in. He was close to another 1st down. We'll see which way this flag goes. Probably in the area of holding, but we'll see.
Holding or face mask, because I saw one of the Bennett players hit the ground. You wonder if there was a face mask on that one.
It's a holding. It looks like a holding against Frontier. So that'll back the Falcons up.
Big penalty right there helps Bennett out as they're trying to stop this drive. They've come up defensively, big defensively in the last drive. Can they do it again and give themselves enough time to try to put points up on the board inside this 1st half still?
Frontier leads it 13-0, 4:16 to play here in the 2nd quarter. 2nd and 16 from the 35 for the Falcons. Lippert pitches it to Monaco, and Monaco gets inside the 30-yard line. A very short gain, well short of the 1st down. Bring up 3rd down for the Falcons, 3rd and long.
Pearsall comes up with the tackle on that one also. Stu, how many teams here in Western New York can say we're going to put a backup quarterback in against one of the top programs here in Western New York for football and come out and do what he's doing? He is doing phenomenal leading this team right now.
Well, my guess is not many.
Absolutely not many, and he really is doing a great job of leading this Frontier team right now.
And we have a timeout on the field. I believe Bennett called that one. So both teams will come to their respective sidelines.
I'll tell you, you don't see many sideline down markers that light up. That, at least at night, cool. At least at night is very easy to see as the night goes down.
Well, obviously they're way ahead of the curve here at Frontier.
I knew you'd like that one.
I do. Anything that makes it easier to see is good in my book, no doubt. Well, it's 3rd down and 15 for the Falcons at the Bennett 34-yard line. Bennett trails this one 13-0, 3:25 to play in the half. And I'm going to say again, Tom, this is probably, once again, 4-down territory.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
So it's a crisp, cool, windy evening here at Frontier. Beautiful new field. Tom and I were here for the opening game on this field where Frontier beat up Williamsville North. The Spartans having a tough year. And here we get ready to go for 3rd and 15.
Yeah, they're losing another one big right now to Orchard Park at the moment.
Tough year for Mike Mamalitti's crew. Outstanding head coach. Lippert back to pass. He throws deep downfield, intended for Ring. He can't bring it in, and he was out of bounds anyway, so it'll bring up 4th down and 15.
Yeah, you saw Ring. He was trying to stay in bounds right there and was, I think, really trying to focus on that footing to stay in bounds, and unfortunately was just a little too far out.
So 4th and 15 for the Falcons. They're at the Bennett 34-yard line. I'm certain they're going to have another timeout. Frontier takes this one. I'm certain Frontier would not want to come up empty again after getting great field position again. They had great field position when they got the interception. The penalty pushed them back a little bit, but they came up empty there. The Bennett team playing some good defense. And now here, they had good field position when they stopped them on 4th down, but once again, this drive appears to have stalled.
But think about this. They have now played Clarence and then Bennett. If they can hold on for the 3 minutes, you're talking about for the second half of the Clarence game, the first half of this game have pitched a shutout against 2 good teams right there. That really says a lot for this Frontier team.
And in the second half last week, Frontier scored 12, so essentially they're up 25-0.
Yeah. So we have right now a scoring come at 5:09 left in the second quarter. We got a tie game as Fredonia and Allegheny Limestone are tied 7-7.
Here we go, 4th and 15 for Frontier from the 34-yard line. Lippert back to pass. He's in trouble, and he's brought down at about the 42-yard line. Jaden Lewis in on the sack, along with Cameron Heflin. So Lippert had no chance there. He's buried. Bennett takes over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line, and we'll see what kind of emotional swing, if any, and if Bennett can take advantage of that.
2 big stops right there for Bennett, right? They come down. Think about this. They can get points up on the board. What kind of emotional swing would that be, or what kind of momentum swing would that be going into the second half?
So 1st and 10 Bennett at their own 41, trailing 13-0. Frontier defense has been outstanding all night. Antonio Davis III brings his team out of the huddle. Bradbury goes in motion. He'll hand it off to McDuffie. McDuffie's got some running room. He's at the 40. He's at the 30, at the 20, and brought down by Monaco inside the Frontier 10-yard line. McDuffie with a huge run for the Tigers, and it's 1st and goal for Bennett.
That's what Bennett's been waiting for. They knew they had it. They now come up big. Boy, this could be a huge momentum swing right here for Bennett, especially with 3 minutes left inside this first half.
Monaco with a touchdown-saving tackle for Frontier. And it looks like we're going to have another timeout here.
Yeah, it looks like time.
Bennett this time. I think both teams have used all 3 timeouts. This should be the final timeout of the half. So it's 1st and goal for Bennett at the Frontier 6-yard line. So McDuffie from the 41 all the way down to the 6-yard line.
Oh, we had a hurt player. Is that what it was? We actually had a hurt player on the field. That was
Right.
the reason for the ref timeout.
All right, so
we're glad to see that he's okay.
yes, and so looks like Bennett still has a timeout should they want to use it.
We've got a scoring update, and that was Adam Hodge, by the way, who came off to the sideline, is okay. We've got a scoring update coming from Niagara Wheatfield as Jamestown takes a 7-0 lead over Niagara Wheatfield.
Oh, Jamestown, what a powerhouse. You and I had a good look on them, a good look at them against Grand Island.
I would have loved to see them in this AA division this year.
1st and goal. There's the handoff to Tolliver, and he's got a couple of yards maybe, and it'll be 2nd down and goal for Bennett. 2nd and goal from the 4, so it was a 2-yard gain. And now Frontier trying to come up with a big defensive stand here.
Brings up 2nd and goal from the 4.
So Davis, the 3rd,
And by the way, Tyler Nagel was the one in on the tackle on that one. Makes a big stop right there for Frontier.
2nd and goal from the 4. Davis rolling to the right, still on his feet, and he touchdown. They called that a touchdown. Looked to me like he was out of bounds at the 2, but I've got a different angle here. So Davis takes it in for 6.
I'm wondering if he reached over is what and that's what the ref just did. He pointed that he reached over and actually got the ball that broke the plane.
So that makes it a 13-6 game. And Bennett will try to make it a little bit closer now.
This is what we talked about, right? Those 2-point conversions right now. Do you stop them? Are you able to convert them? Could be the big difference, especially in a very close game like this.
So they are going for 2. They'll pitch it to McDuffie, trying to turn the corner on the far side. He cuts it back. And it looks like Frontier stacks him up, and he's stopped. So the score will remain 13-6. Big defensive play by Frontier. 2:17 to play in the first half. 13-6 in favor of Frontier.
I think that was Tyler Nagel who came in and had that big stop right there with that late hit. Comes in with the push to be able to stop that play from happening. Boy, that's a big stop because what we talked about, now you've got a 7-point game again here. I think we're going to see this special teams aspect of the game could be the difference in this game.
Well, McDuffie trying to go outside, cut it back up the middle, and then took a big whack. So Lewis will kick it off for Bennett. Gallagher and Monaco will be the deep men.
Still in that Jamestown game, Jalen Butera goes for 60-plus yards and a touchdown on the opening drive of that game. That kid has been unbelievable to watch running the ball this year.
That's just a fun team to watch, especially if you really like offense. And you know what? They're really good on defense, too. They are just fun to watch.
We got another score update, 28-6 as Southwestern leaves Chautauqua Lake.
Well, now we have Frontier with basically one man deep, and that's Gallagher at about his 15-yard line. And Gallagher will come up and catch it at about the 17. Cuts to the near side at the 30, at the 35, and he's out to about the 40-yard line. Good return by Gallagher. It'll be 1st and 10 Frontier with 2:10 to play in the first half. They'll have the ball at their own 40-yard line. So, once again, good field position for Frontier. The Falcons have had great field position the last couple of drives. They have not been able to turn it into points.
Another scoring update coming from Allegheny Limestone as Allegheny Limestone leads 14-7 over Fredonia with 3:13 left inside the second quarter.
There's the handoff to Carter, and he got maybe 3 yards, no more than 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So Bennett has done a much better job against the run since the first couple, certainly since that first drive when Carter exploded. So 2nd and 7 from the 43 for the Falcons. And there's the handoff to, Carter got popped.
There was a fumble.
Fumble.
Yep.
Fumble. Bennett's got the ball. I didn't even see the ball come out.
Yep.
Fumble.
Came out early.
So that'll be, now Bennett has a chance to tie it or even take the lead.
Well, I wouldn't say tie it. It's either it's either going to be 12 or take the lead, right, as their opportunity, because they're not going to kick the extra point.
Right. 1st and 10 from the 43 for the Tigers after the fumble. I think that was Carter. I don't know if it was a bad exchange or not. Let's see what Bennett comes up with here. McDuffie with a huge run on the last series. Now Davis back to pass. He throws down the far sideline.
Oh!
It caught by Lewis. Tipped off the hands of Ring. And Lewis was able to pull that one in and take it all the way down inside the 10-yard line.
I thought Ring had it intercepted. It tips right off. Lewis right there. Wait, what a great job by Lewis to stay with the ball, not lose sight of it, and still be able to catch that and take that down. But Bennett looking for the home run right here, especially after that turnover.
So 1st and goal from the 10-yard line for the Tigers, trailing 13-6, 1:23 to play in the first half. Bradbury goes in motion. There's the handoff to McDuffie. And there's a late flag coming in as McDuffie is stopped. And we'll see what the flag is. It looks like holding against Bennett, so the Tigers will back up.
Tyler Nagel in there on that one. Did you see him come out from behind, get him from the legs, stop the legs from moving right there? Nagel comes up big again defensively for Frontier.
A big holding penalty on the Tigers will push them all the way back. And remember, it's still 1st and goal. It'll take the ball all the way out to the 21-yard line of Frontier for Bennett. 1st and goal from the 21 for the Tigers. Back to pass. There's the pass. It's caught by Jaden Lewis, who spins away from a tackler, still on his feet, carries tacklers down inside the 5-yard line. What a play by Jaden Lewis. And now Bennett will take a timeout. 3rd and final timeout for the Tigers.
Great job after the catch, right? Yards after the catch. It's something you see used in the NFL constantly. They talk about what happens after you get hit. Well, Lewis right there shows that I'm going to be a very hard tackle after I make any sort of catch.
He spun away from the first tackler or two and then carried tacklers down all the way down to the 4-yard line, where it'll be 2nd down and goal with 49.5 seconds to play in the first half.
So you would think and they put more time on the clock, so they made
52.
it 52 is what they've done right now. But you would think that we're going to see passing right here, right? Look, I'm going to look right now for either Lewis on either side of the ball, especially with 52 seconds. You don't want to risk any sort of run. I mean, you do have enough time for one run play probably, but do you really want to risk that? Do you going to go for other opportunities, especially when you got Lewis and Lewis on each side?
Well, it's true. We have not seen Tolliver carry the ball. And he's a big young man. That's also he may not even be in the game this close to the goal line as a freshman, but we'll see.
We've seen him.
Yeah.
They're not afraid to put him in to run the ball. There's no doubt about that.
So we'll see what they do. 2nd and goal from the 4 for Bennett.
But it looks like McDuffie will be your running back, but they've got their fullback in right now, which is their fullback is Key. Do you run behind Key right here?
And they fake the handoff to McDuffie. Davis rolls right, throws, caught for the touchdown. That is Bradbury, and it's 13-12 in favor of Frontier. So an impressive drive by the Bennett Tigers results in a touchdown. 13-12 Frontier with 46.2 seconds left in the first half. The fumble by the Falcons turned into points by the Tigers, and that 13-0 lead has all but disappeared. So Bennett with a chance to take the lead here. They will go for 2, as we expected. Lewis and Bradbury split wide the top of the screen, and they'll hand it off to Deshaun Russell, who barrels his way into the end zone, and just like that, Bennett takes a 14-13 lead. Jason Pearsall. I keep calling him Russell for some reason. Thank you. I don't know why I keep calling him Russell. Well, anyway, it's 14-13 Bennett with 46.2 seconds to play here in the first half. So, how this game has turned around.
Yeah, complete momentum change. And really, where did it come from? It came from the defense of Bennett, right? You stopped Frontier down when they had that huge turnover, then stopped them again, then the turnover. It's been the Bennett defense that comes up big, which has led to the offense and led to their opportunities right now to put points on the board.
So Gallagher goes back deep to get this kickoff from Lewis for Bennett. Bennett with its first lead of the night. Jaden Lewis will kick it off for Bennett. Sean Gallagher back at about his own 15-yard line. Shaping up as a very interesting second half, but first, the final 46.2 seconds of the first half.
We got a game, folks. You better turn into the second half because this is going to be a game for the playoffs.
And there's the kick. It'll bounce at about the 20-yard line, still rolling, picked up and hammered out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. by the Frontier player who, at number 81, Nathan Kaiser. And maybe, Tom, he might have been, I don't know if that was going to go out of bounds, but maybe he should have just let that roll.
Oh, I don't know. I think he ran around to be able to do that. I think that was going to stay in bounds on that one, yeah. But big tackle there by Malachi Cash, who has a big special teams tackle there for Bennett.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Frontier, all the way back at their own 14-yard line. 42.4 seconds to play in the half. And we'll see what Coach Gray does here. And there's a handoff to Carter, and barreling forward, got a yard or two maybe. We'll bring up 2nd down with 30 seconds to play in the half.
Lewis and McDuffie both in on the tackle on that one.
Well, Frontier in no hurry to get a playoff here.
Yeah, you think they're going to go in and just say we're going to take this right into halftime right here?
Yeah, that's what I would. Yeah, that's what I would say. As the Falcons begin walking slowly toward their sideline. Well, that'll bring the first half to a close. Interesting half. Frontier got off to a great start. Bennett rallied to take the lead. So at the end of the first half, it is Bennett 14, Frontier 13. Tom and I will be back with the second half after this short break.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being. Our passion.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Are you in pain from a no-fault car accident? Don't wait. Call RES Physical Medicine and Rehab today and take advantage of our 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. One of our medical professionals will see you within 48 hours. RES offers DXD imaging for a more accurate diagnosis in less time. This allows our doctors to coordinate the most effective treatment plan to get you on your way to recovery faster. Feel better with RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. Click or call today to learn more.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being. Our passion.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Are you in pain from a no-fault car accident? Don't wait. Call RES Physical Medicine and Rehab today and take advantage of our 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. One of our medical professionals will see you within 48 hours. RES offers DXD imaging for a more accurate diagnosis in less time. This allows our doctors to coordinate the most effective treatment plan to get you on your way to recovery faster. Feel better with RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. Click or call today to learn more.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being. Our passion.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
Welcome back to Frontier High School as we get set to start the second half. Bennett will kick off to Frontier. The Tigers leading this one 14-13. Bennett once trailed 13-0. Jaden Lewis will kick off for Bennett. And Sean Gallagher, the deep man for the Falcons, as darkness descends upon this beautiful field on a crisp, cool Friday night. And the ball is taken by the up man at about the 36 or 37 yard line, and Frontier will have it 1st and 10. The Falcons offense has stalled since the second touchdown. They had some great field position, but as Tom mentioned, the Bennett defense rose up and turned this game around. So we see if Frontier can turn it back.
It's been defensive play. Think about it. How Frontier started was completely shutting down the Bennett offense. Then it was a flip. Then it was the Bennett team shutting down Frontier's offense. So now whose defense is going to make the big stop and give them the momentum to start off this third quarter?
Ring comes to the near side, split to the bottom of your screen. Lippert takes the handoff, pitches it to Monaco, turns the corner at the 40, and he knocked out of bounds at about the 44-yard line. So he's tackled by Kevin Lewis, the outstanding wide receiver as well, and it'll be second down. And if you look on the far side, what Tom was talking about on the down marker, it's lit up beautifully. It's like a neon light. It's great. So it's second down and 3 after a gain of 7.
So we got one scoring update I want to give. 49-0 Southwestern over Chautauqua Lake. 5 touchdowns by Aiden Kennedy, the quarterback at Southwestern.
Second down and 3. Lippert hands it off to Carter, and he barrels forward into Bennett territory for a first down. So Carter running hard there. Looked like Jaden Lewis among those in on the tackle. Be first and 10 Bennett first and 10 Frontier at the Bennett 48-yard line.
De'Ari Crockett was the other one in on that tackle, number 10. We've called his name multiple times today.
For what it's worth, the first Frontier drive of the game was done all on the ground. We'll see what they do starting the second half here. And there's a pitch to Gallagher. And he gets to about the fumble ball. The ball's out. Let's see who's got it. Bennett says they do, waiting for the officials to make a signal. Bennett football. And the Falcons turn it over. And Bennett will take over first and 10 at about their own 44-yard line. So I don't know if somebody got a hand on that and knocked the ball loose, but it came out. And not the way Frontier wanted this half to start. Down 14-13 with 11 minutes left here in the third quarter.
And the Bennett defense comes up big again right there. Wow.
That's back-to-back drives where they forced a fumble. So first and 10 for the Tigers at their own 43. And there's a handoff to the near side and brought down as Bradbury after a gain of about 5 yards.
The tackle number 44, Jack Novak for Frontier.
So now it'll be second and 5 at the 48-yard line for the Tigers. Well, turnovers hurt Frontier last week at Clarence, and they've really hurt them again here this evening. Bennett attacking the goal to our left in the white jerseys and orange pants. Now, back to throw. The pass is off the hands of the wide receiver. Antonio Davis pass intended for Bradbury, and he couldn't haul it in. It'll make it a third down and 5 for the Tigers. Frontier in the light blue pants and dark blue jerseys with the white numerals and dark blue helmets. Bennett in the black helmets. Steve McDuffie in his 11th year as the coach at Bennett, and longtime coach and athletic director Rich Gray on the Frontier sidelines. Third and 5 from the 48, just underway in the third quarter. Bennett up by 1, 14-13. Antonio Davis III hands it off. And barreling forward close to a first down is Jay Sean Pearsall.
I think he got it on the second effort right there.
He might have. He's awfully close. Let's see. We'll wait for a signal. Watching the man in the white hat. Are they going to call the chains out to measure this? Yeah, it's an official's timeout. And they're calling for the chains to come out.
Why the chains come out, let's give a scoring update. New score as Will East leads 13-7 over Star Point at halftime.
Well, chains haven't moved yet, but I saw an official call for the chains. The fourth down marker went up on the far side, but I didn't see any official indication. It looked like I saw an official point to the chains, and so far they haven't come out. Now it looks like they're coming. So the ball is very close to the Frontier 47-yard line. It was third and 5 from the Bennett 48. And you see the change. They'll stretch them out. And it's a first down for Bennett. A huge first down for the Tigers. First and 10 from the Frontier 47. So a lot of interesting scores around Western New York, and one young man with a 5-touchdown night with a whole half of football to play.
Yeah, Aiden Kennedy of Southwestern.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Bennett looking to add to the lead. Davis back to pass. He throws deep downfield on the far side. Incomplete. Looked like Lewis had it, and it got knocked out of. He just dropped it.
Actually, I think Monaco hit it out afterwards is what happened there.
Well, either way, it's a big play and an incomplete pass. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 47. So lots of big plays on both sides in this one. Clock is stopped after the incomplete pass with 9:46 to play in the 3rd quarter. Frontier got the ball to start the half, fumbled it away. 2nd straight drive with a fumble. And now Bennett looking to take advantage of that. Davis back to pass. He throws deep downfield on the far side, well short of Jaden Lewis on the far side. That one is incomplete. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Stu, did you see on that last one where Monaco turns as the ball's in the air? That was the difference when he had if you remember in the first half, when he had the interference called against him in the first half, where he didn't turn at all and went right up against the receiver, and that's when the flag came out. That's what you're looking for defensively. Nice turn there, looks to the ball, even though it was short, did everything right defensively, though, this time.
3rd and 10 from the 47 for Bennett. And there's a handoff to Bradbury, trying to turn the corner, and he's thrown back for a loss. As Frontier tries to rip the ball out, he's back in Bennett territory, a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So a big defensive stand by the Falcons, a 4-yard loss, and that'll bring up 4th and 14.
Yep, number 50, Conrad Christen, is the one who comes in and gets the tackle on that one for the loss. Comes up big for Frontier, gives them a chance right now to do something offensively.
That's the 2nd big play for Christen on the defensive side of the ball tonight. Got Monaco and Gallagher back deep to receive the Jaden Lewis punt. Snap is a little high, brings it down, gets the kick away. It's a good high punt. Monaco takes it at the 23 and gets away from one tackle. Gets out to the 30, at the 35 and the 40, coming down the sideline, still on his feet at midfield, and he takes it all the way back to the Bennett 46-yard line. Big return there by Monaco. A 35-yard punt return. No laundry on the field, so that one will stand.
Right now, boy, Monaco gives a lift to the Frontier team that they needed right now. Gets them in perfect field position to start their drive. With 8:40 left inside this 3rd quarter, Frontier's got to start out the way they did in the first half.
1st and 10 from the 47 for the Falcons. And the handoff goes to Carter, who barrels forward for a gain of about 4 yards. A good hard run there.
Looks like McDuffie's the one in on the tackle on that one.
So they gave him a 3 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 7 from the 44 for Frontier. Lippert under center. He'll hand it off to Carter. Not much running room there. Stopped almost immediately, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So the Bennett has done a much better job on the Frontier ground game the last few drives. Frontier has struggled to run the ball. No room to run.
And on that tackle was number 45, Edgar Key III for Bennett as he comes up big with a stop right there.
He on the other side, he's their big fullback. We have not seen much of Tolliver.
No, not at all.
Tonight. So 3rd and 7 from the 44. Big 3rd down here play for Frontier, trailing 14-13, 7:20 to play, 3rd quarter. Lippert back to pass. He throws deep downfield, incomplete, intended for Ring. There were 2 back there with Ring, and the pass is incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th down and 7 from the 44 for Frontier. So Lippert will punt it away, give it back to Bennett.
He definitely has the ability with his punts right now to get them down, try to pin them down in that zone, and then have your defense come up big to try to get good field position again is what they're looking to do right here.
Remember, they threw a fake the last game we did.
And it is again.
Yeah, there it is. There's Lippert trying to run on the far side, still on his feet. He's got the first down and then some. He's inside the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 Frontier. How about that?
You called it, Stu.
Yeah. That's 2 in a row. Remember Lackawanna last Saturday?
It was. You're right. That's big right there. And especially when you've got your quarterback is out there also as your punter and has the threat to be able to punt as good as he does, you've got to go back there because you do not want to get pinned down, and a great opportunity that Frontier comes out, does something big offensively, gives that spark plug that they need right now to get their offense going as they take over. It looks like the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 for Frontier. And there's a pitch to the near side, trying to turn the corner, and he does, and still on his feet is Carter, spins around and knocked out of bounds. Excuse me, that's Monaco, but a good run there for Frontier. And
that's a first down.
Another first down for the Falcons. That takes it all the way down to the 12-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10. So Frontier trying to take the lead back.
We haven't seen Frontier get to the edges much on their runs, right? Everything's been pretty much up the middle, right up the gut, trying to run that way. One of the first times we've seen go out the edge, do something around the corner, and they do a great job of getting a first down right there. Hopefully what they do is try to open that up a little more, which could open the middle up again, so when they run down the middle, they're going to have some holes to be able to go.
1st and 10 at the 12, so Frontier can get another first down. The team's Frontier came to the near sideline and had to hustle back out there as we get set for the first down play from the 12-yard line, 14-13 Bennett. Lippert's going to keep it himself. He's hit, spun forward, and stacked up just inside the 10-yard line. So Austin Lippert playing many roles tonight. Quarterback, punter, extra point kicker, and he runs the ball pretty well for a quarterback.
Well, he's not a small kid. I mean, they got him listed, like I said, as 6 foot, 200 pounds. And I tell you, he looks like he's taller than 6 foot even.
Well, he squats 360 and benches 280, according to his dad. I saw Steve before the game, so he's a big kid. Wants to study physical therapy in college and also hopes to play football. He's a junior, and now it's 2nd and 5 from the 7-yard line after the 5-yard gain. And there's a handoff, and going into the end zone for the touchdown is Carter. And Frontier retakes the lead. That makes it 19-14 in favor of Frontier. So the Falcons answer and retake the lead. No doubt about that run. Big run by Hayden Carter. And when Carter gets it rolling, he's a load to stop. And now Lippert will come on to try the extra point. His last one was blocked. And we get whistles. And
I wonder if they're going to talk this over and think about a 2-point conversion here.
Well, very possible. It's Frontier taking the timeout. So I think, Tom, you hit the nail on the head. 5:27 to play, third quarter. Frontier has just taken a 19-14 lead. This game started out, Frontier was up 13-0. Bennett rallied to take a 14-13 lead at the half, and now Frontier has answered. And the question is, do they kick the extra point or do they go for 2? Because we know, as Tom has said, that Bennett's going to be going for 2 every time they score. We'll see how it plays out. I think I saw somebody, did Lippert just throw a tee to the sidelines?
I
Not that
couldn't
he'd
tell
be
if it was that or it was some sort of
mouthpiece. Well, not that he would need a tee for the extra point, or use
No,
it.
but they use a block for the extra points. You'll see some teams use.
No, let's see what they do here.
I don't know. I think they're going for this.
I think they're
look,
going for 2. Yeah, it looks like it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep,
and they're going for 2. So we'll see what Frontier does here. And we got whistles and a flag and a false start against Frontier, and we'll see if that changes what they do.
Yeah, it should.
Yeah,
I think they're going to go ahead and kick it now.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately for Frontier, that was the last thing they wanted to see.
Yeah, on the left side of the line, you saw movement on that one, so no doubt they're going to go ahead and kick this one now. Make sure they don't lose any points, because think about it. If they can stop the 2-point conversion, then it's still a tie game then if Bennett scores and they can stop them from converting.
So Ring will be the holder for Lippert. The kick is up, and it is no good. And it remains 19-14. Second extra point missed tonight by the Falcons. That one was wide left, I think. So Frontier takes the lead but can't add the extra point. And
what did we say? We said special teams was going to be big today. We really did.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what's happened. And now it could be the difference of who's going to win this ball game. And really, people underestimate what special teams does in high school football. It really makes a difference. And here you're seeing it come to fruition right here in this game.
So Lippert will kick it off. As now the Frontier defense will once again try to hold off the Tigers.
This game may come down to who's got the ball last.
Almost like a basketball game.
It really is. It could be who's got the last drive for the opportunity to win this game is exactly what we're going to see is both teams, especially defensively, coming up big in spots in this game.
Bradbury, one of the deep men, back at about the 10-yard line. And you hear one of Lippert's supporters yelling, "Send it, Austin." And this one bounces down the middle, picked up by Bradbury at the 10, 15, 20, comes to the near side, now cuts it back to the other side. He's got some running room down the sideline and finally shoved out of bounds at about the Bennett 43-yard line. Great return there by Bradbury. Looked like he was coming this way, cut back the other way, and took it all the way out to the 43-yard line of the Tigers.
Stu, Aiden Kennedy just threw his 5th touchdown pass of the night, his 6th touchdown of the night because he's got one rushing right there. 6 touchdowns as Southwestern leads 56-6 late in the third quarter. I think we're probably not going to see much more of Aiden Kennedy for the rest of that game.
Well, that's our second 6-touchdown performance this season. It was Isaiah Simmons, right, for West Seneca
West.
Yep. 1st and 10 from the 43 for Bennett. And there's the handoff to McDuffie, and he's got some running room going straight up the middle. Good first down run, about 7 or 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down for the Tigers. So 2nd and 2 from the 49 for Bennett. Tigers attacking the goal to our left. Frontier attacking the goal to our right. The Falcons lead this one 19-14, 4:45 to play, third quarter. Lewis split to the near side. And there's a handoff to McDuffie, who's got the first down and then some all the way down to the Frontier 45-yard line. So it seems this is like kind of like two heavyweights time. Every time somebody throws a haymaker and it lands, somebody else comes back and tries to throw a haymaker and hope it lands too. It's a tough physical game.
Which is why I said this may come down to who's got the ball last and are they going to be able to drive it in for a touchdown.
1st and 10 Bennett at the Frontier 45-yard line. And there's a handoff to McDuffie. He's got some running room. The ball's out. Frontier says they have it. And so do the officials. Fumble, and Frontier recovers. So it'll be 1st and 10 Falcons at about their own 42, 43-yard line.
And we've called this name multiple times as he comes up with it. Conrad Christen, as he comes up big right there, gets the turnover.
Well, that's at least the 3rd time we've heard that name. So a huge turnover there. And now we'll see if Frontier can take advantage of it. 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
And it's been, like I said, both defenses coming up big. Every single time we see this, the defense is coming up big.
This is kind of like a mirror image of the first quarter. Frontier will like that, unless the second quarter is fourth quarter is a mirror image of the second quarter. There's a handoff going nowhere. Very short gain. Carter with the ball. Bring up 2nd down.
And on that tackle is a name we've called defensively multiple times for Bennett. And
Can I guess?
Yep.
Richard Perry?
You got it.
Okay. Second and 9 from the 44 for Frontier. Lippert handoff and nothing there. Carter gets the carry. Thought for a moment Frontier moved early, but there are no flags. So it'll bring up 3rd down.
Tolliver was in on the tackle on that one as he comes up big right there. Big 3rd down play here from Bennett, trying to make the stop that just happened against them by Frontier. Now you're seeing Bennett come up big defensively right here.
3rd and 9 from the 45 for Frontier. Falcons needing a 1st down. They lead it 19-14. Lippert back to pass. He throws, coming to the near side, caught by Gallagher at the 40, and he breaks tackles down to about the 36-yard line. It's a Frontier 1st down. So the Falcons move deep into Bennett territory and get a 1st down at the 36-yard line.
Lippert with the floater right there to Gallagher as Gallagher makes the catch. But again, we've called Gallagher's name multiple times today as he's stepped up and come up big for this Frontier team. But, you know, I can't say enough what Lippert has done for this team, being able to make sure that this team has not missed a beat offensively.
1st and 10 from the 36. 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, 19-14 Frontier. Falcons trying to add to that lead against an explosive Bennett team. Handoff to Carter, buries up through there and gets down to about the 25-yard line. Hayden Carter barreling through there that time. And we got a Bennett player a little slow to get up. And hopefully he gets up and is okay.
On the tackle for Bennett on that one was number 21, Ethan Bunch on that one.
Yeah, there's a Bennett player down. I can't see the number. But both players on both teams will take a knee, and as that other player is tended to. Another 1st down for Frontier at the 26-yard line. And we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back right after this.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being, our passion.
The Bennett player was Deary Crockett. He got up and left, and There's a running play on first down that goes nowhere.
It was actually a fumble. It
I
came
thought
out
the ball
again.
came out again. And that time Frontier was able to hang on to it or recover it again.
Looks like Drew Massico was the one who actually recovered it. The offensive lineman, the Massico is 6'2", 275-pound junior.
And you want to bet that in practice this week, Rich Gray's going to focus on ball security?
Especially with the game that's coming up, too.
Yeah.
As they've got a big game coming up against Lancaster.
And there's a handoff, and again, no running room for Carter. Final minute of play here in the third quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 7 for Frontier.
That may be the last play that we're going to
we'll
see right here in the quarter.
Yeah, 30 seconds to play in the quarter. We'll see if they run another play or not.
No, they're
going to run another play with 20 seconds to play here in the quarter. Let's see what they do. Lippert drops the ball. It's on the ground. Bennett says they have it. And they do. So apparently not a great exchange between the center and the quarterback, and the Falcons turn it over again. And it's Bennett ball, 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line. So I'll repeat what I said earlier. Coach Gray is going to be focusing on ball security.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that right now you could say is the difference in this game. But you've got to give a ton of credit right to this Bennett defense, who's been making those happen, doing a great job of getting hands in there, making sure they're doing everything they can to get that ball out.
So 1st and 10 for the Tigers at their own 23. They're down 19-14 as this will be the last play of the third quarter. There's a handoff to, I believe that's McDuffie. He's spun around and thrown back into the backfield, and it'll bring up 2nd down when the fourth quarter starts. McDuffie thrown for a loss. That'll bring the third quarter to a close. We're at the end of 3 quarters. It's Frontier 19, Bennett 14. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
As the fourth quarter begins to start here, it's 19-14 Frontier. 2nd and 10 from their own 22 for Bennett. Davis drops back to pass. He throws incomplete over the middle, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
Tyler Nagel almost there, intercepts that one, comes real close to it.
So now it'll be 3rd down and 10 from the 22 for the Tigers. Seen everything in this one, really. Some great defensive plays. A few too many turnovers for the coaches, I'm sure, especially the fumbles. 3rd and 10. Let's see what Antonio Davis III and his offense comes up with here. He's back to pass. He's got time. He throws on the far side, caught by Lewis, and he's knocked out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. Well, it helps to have a receiver like Lewis because he can be your go-to guy.
Comes up big, and Ring knocks him out of bounds right there. But, boy, that's a big catch for a 1st down. Helps move the chains right there as Bennett's trying to do everything they can. A score will give them the lead, so a huge opportunity here for Bennett.
Now 1st and 10 for the Tigers at their own 38-yard line. Each team has had success some success both on the ground and in the air. And Davis, he's going to throw it again. He throws. That one's caught and tackled immediately and thrown back is Dominic Howard. A short gain there. Well, we'll call it 5 yards, and we'll make it 2nd down and 5 from the 43-yard line.
A lot of passing. This is the most we've seen them pass almost the entire game right here.
No doubt. I mean, both teams have done some serious damage on the ground, and Bennett has thrown the ball a lot more than Frontier. Davis, the third, takes the snap, back to pass, throwing deep down the far sideline, caught by Lewis, and he's going to go all the way for the touchdown. And Bennett takes a 20-19 lead on the 57-yard touchdown hookup. Beat his man and could have almost walked into the end zone.
Wide open right there as he takes off on a streak, and it's right there. Throws it right as in stride for him, too, for that touchdown. Great pass there. Got to give the pass credit to him, too, because Davis III throws a great pass there.
So now Bennett will go for 2 to try and make it a 3-point game. So Bennett answers the Frontier touchdown with one of their own. And there's a handoff going straight up the middle and into the end zone is Pearsall. And it's a 22-19 lead for Bennett with 10:53 to play in the 4th quarter. And however this game turns out, when Frontier looks back at it, they're going to look at those fumbles and see that that's an issue that they need to fix.
Yeah, well, obviously, so far, you know what I mean, could be what you're talking about, the difference in this game right here. We got some scores for you, Stu. Jamestown leads 28-0 over Niagara Wheatfield. Allegheny Limestone in a tight one as they lead 17-13 over Fredonia. Iroquois with a 30-6 lead over Newport. So we've got some big scores that have been out there, but we do got one close game in Allegheny Limestone and Fredonia that's out there.
And we got another close one here, 22-19 Bennett, 10:53 to play, 4th quarter. Gallagher and Monaco, the deep men. Gallagher back at about the 15, Monaco at about the 25. Jaden Lewis will kick it off for Bennett.
But Coach Gray's got to be saying to his team at least, with all the turnovers and the mistakes that we've happened, we're still only down with 3 and an opportunity to take the lead. We've got to make sure we capitalize on it now.
In a perfect world for Frontier, it's a long drive that ends in 6. Get some time off that clock. So Lewis. And that ball's taken by one of the up men at the 30, at the 35, and going down the sideline, still on his feet. He's going to take it back. All the way, touchdown Frontier on the far sideline.
It's Hayden Carter is who it is.
Carter takes it all the way on the no flags on the field. That one's going to stand. Huge play by Carter, and just like that, it's 25-22 in favor of Frontier. Well, Carter, one of the up men on the kickoff return team, picked it up and simply outran everybody down the far sideline.
Carter says, I ain't waiting to play offense. I'm going to do it right now is what I'm going to do and give the momentum right back to my team.
So Frontier grabs the lead right back on the big kickoff return. A 60-yard return for 6. Lippert will try to add the extra point to make this a 4-point game. High snap, and that kick is no good again.
Went right off the goalpost.
So a tough night kicking-wise for Lippert. That's the 3rd extra point that I think has been blocked or missed. So it remains 25-22 in favor of Frontier. So now Frontier will kick it back to the Tigers. You can hear the buzz in the crowd. That one brought the crowd to its feet.
They got excited on that one. We have a score Trey Drake throws another TD to Elijah Rojas with 15 seconds left in the first half. Jamestown 35-0 over Niagara Wheatfield.
How many times have they combined for touchdowns? Ugh. That's a lethal combination. And Drake's only a sophomore.
Yeah. And Rojas, Rojas may be the senior, but I want to say Butera's the sophomore. I mean, the junior right there. Almost this entire team still is going to be coming back with a few pieces. They are just unbelievably. I'm going to tell you right now, Jamestown, if they were playing all the way for a title, that would be a team that would possibly be going for a state championship this year.
I'm wondering if in the fall, when hopefully we're back to normal, if their enrollment will be up to get them back in AA.
I know they're hoping they're not.
I understand that. Lippert will kick it off.
Oh, we got a lead change coming up here in the second.
And the kick is bounced. And McDuffie, whoa, that's a loose ball. The ball's loose on the field. Let's see. Oh, Bennett gets it back. That's a live ball on the kickoff, and Bennett a little later than they wanted to be getting to the ball, but they fall on it and get it 1st and 10.
I've seen that in multiple games now where they've done this kind of this mid-kick in the area here, and the team that's receiving the ball just isn't being aggressive. They're watching the ball, and we've seen turnovers that have happened because of that.
There's just that little bit of hesitation because maybe they're not sure what to do.
They're thinking somebody behind them's going to get it, or that the people behind think it's nothing that I'm going to come up and do. Just go ahead and down it. It's just a miscommunication thing.
25-22 Frontier, 10:33 to play, second half. Davis back to pass. He throws. It's caught immediately. And that is Dominic Howard for a short gain. A 5-yard gain, be 2nd and 5 from the 35 for Bennett.
So I told you about that change coming. Fredonia takes the lead over Allegheny Limestone 20-17 with 5:35 left in the third quarter.
2nd and 5 for Bennett. We're under 10 minutes to play in the third quarter. Davis throws, caught on the far side and still on his feet, battling for yardage. Looks like it's a first down for Lewis. And they're going to move the chain, so Bennett gets a first down.
We've got a double A matchup score right here as Lancaster leads Clarence 32-13 at the end of the third quarter right now.
That's a pretty big lead in that game.
Yep.
So 1st and 10 for Bennett at their own 42-yard line. Jaden Lewis comes to the near side of the field. And there's a handoff, and he's got some running room out beyond the 50-yard line. And that's Dominic Howard. That's a first down for Bennett in Frontier territory at about the 47-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, Bennett, though, has seen something, Stu, right? That we saw the difference between the first half and the second half, and that is when they've gone to this passing game. They have opened up the passing game considerably in the second half here.
Davis back to pass, and the ball is knocked loose. The ball is loose on the ground. Bennett falls on it. And I don't know if they'd call that they're going to call that a fumble and not an incomplete pass, although Davis got hit and the ball did come out. So that's clearly a fumble, and now it'll be 2nd down and 14 from the Bennett 48-yard line. He was going back to throw it again.
Yeah, Delshawn Taylor comes up big as he lands on that one and makes sure it stays Bennett. And again, here's an offensive lineman, freshman, right? Again, another younger classman here that we're talking about with this Bennett team.
And now, Tom, the clock becoming a big factor for both teams. 8:20 and counting. 2nd and 15 from their own 48 for Bennett.
What did we say? The team that could have this last is going to be big.
Yeah. Back to pass. Davis the third. He throws. It's caught. And getting away from a couple of tacklers is Howard again. I believe that's Howard. And some good effort there by Howard. And Davis spreading the ball around nicely. With, of course, Lewis being the big man.
Yeah, I mean, they've obviously seen something in the passing game that they talked about at halftime because they came out throwing in the second half and saw opportunities that they could take advantage of in this second half.
7:35 left in the fourth quarter. 25-22 Frontier. Bennett driving. Davis throws. Incomplete. Intended for Bradbury. And it'll be fourth down. That was a third down play.
So, Stu, folks, you may see our camera jumping right now. It's because the Frontier people are using their feet in the stands, shaking the entire stands, and that's where our camera is. So we apologize as you're seeing the camera shake there a little bit.
So the clock stopped on the incomplete pass. 4th and 8 from the 46 for Bennett. Frontier with a 3-point lead, 25-22. And the Tigers come out of the huddle. Antonio Davis III under center. Back to pass. He's in trouble. Runs to the right. Throws deep downfield. Tipped up in the air. Incomplete.
And they're going to call passing interference.
They got a flag out there. And it looks like it's going to be pass interference for the second time today against Frontier.
Davis' pass is incomplete. There is a flag on the play.
Well, let's see. You can hear the Frontier crowd. They're not too happy with the call, I can tell you that. Here comes the man in the white hat. Pass interference against Frontier, and that will give Bennett a first down. And it'll move the ball all the way down to the 31-yard line of Frontier. So a huge break there for the Tigers. Well, you can hear some unhappy Frontier fans.
Yeah, we especially hear one of them.
And now they'll pitch it to the near side, and McDuffie gains about 5 yards on first down.
Helmets came off on that one, more than one.
Well, it looks like Christen lost his helmet. He's got it back. And McDuffie there on the carry there, a gain of 3, 2nd and 7. As we're under 7 minutes to play in the fourth quarter, so obviously a huge drive here.
And both those guys that lost their helmets have to go sit out a play right now.
Oh, who lost it for?
Christen and McDuffie. You see both
McDuffie
of them going.
out.
So they're going to call timeout, it looks like, right here.
And but those players still have to sit out a play, don't they? And one Frontier fan still very unhappy with the pass interference. So because of the timeout, that doesn't mean they can go back in.
I mean, I see right now Christen is still on the sideline, so I'm assuming they're still going to have to sit out.
So those are big losses for each team with McDuffie and Christen out. It'll be 2nd and 7 from the 28 for Bennett with 6:50 to play when they come back. Yeah, the great thing about Leather Lungs here, he's probably never officiated any sport because I can tell you it takes a lot of guts to officiate.
And you wonder, like you said, you wonder why officials would want to give their names out right now. You know what I mean? When you see this.
Yes. Yes.
You know.
Yeah. No. People get emotional over their sporting events. I get that.
Well, people get emotional over when their kids are out there. That's really what it is, right?
Yeah, that's
because
true.
most of the people that are here, it's a parent that's here, right?
Yeah. Well, longtime referee Bruce Hoffman told me once, and he retired from football, still does some girls basketball. He said, being an official is the only job you have to start out perfectly and get better. So here we go. 2nd and 6, they're saying now from the 28. And back to pass, Davis, he throws, it's caught, and brought down at about the 10-yard line. I believe that's Lewis on the reception.
No,
no?
Yeah, it was Howard that was on the reception.
All right, there's no doubt. Well, I'll tell you what, they have really spread the ball around, and Howard has become much more of a factor here in the second half in the passing game. So it's 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line.
And Davis threw that into traffic right there, too, right? There were defenders right there. Actually, I thought Lewis was more open on the outside, but he has been great hitting his guys right now perfectly so that they could make the catch.
Well, they got a Lewis split to each side. And there's a handoff to McDuffie right up the middle for the touchdown, and Bennett retakes the lead, 28-25. So McDuffie for the 9-yard score, and the Tigers answer and retake the lead. What were you saying about the team with the ball last?
Sometimes you just get a feel of the way a game's going, and that's exactly how this one's going right now.
So here's a huge 2-point conversion coming up right here for the Tigers.
Whoever wins this game is going to earn it and is going to get a chance to earn a spot in the playoffs.
A lot at stake here as Bennett will go for 2. And there's the handoff and going straight up the middle and into the end zone for the 2-point conversion is just Sean Pearsall. And Bennett takes a 5-point lead at 30-25 with 6:15 to go here in the fourth quarter. Well, Tom, I'll tell you what, this game is starting to rival that Eden-Lancaster game we were at last Saturday.
That one, though, was a little different. It was a great game and finish, but Eden, I felt, had complete control of that game, if you remember. They were up by a good 2 scores most of the game. Lackawanna comes on strong at the end to make it a close game, but I felt like Eden was going to win that and had that in control. This has been completely different where we're getting the back and forth scoring with lead changes as much as we've seen in this game, and an opportunity now where Bennett takes the lead back, but Frontier's got the ball and can easily get this lead right back right here.
And the last time Bennett kicked off, Hayden Carter took it back for a 60-yard touchdown. So Gallagher and Monaco among the deep men, and now Carter is still out there, and he's on the opposite side of the field at about the 32-yard line. So we'll see if this changes how Bennett, where they try to kick it off to. 30-25 Bennett, 6:15 to play, fourth quarter. Plenty of scoring in this one, and perhaps plenty more to come. And Lewis will boot it straight down the middle. Taken by Gallagher, and Gallagher out to the 30, the 35, and brought down at about the 37-yard line. Cameron Heflin on the tackle on the return, so 1st and 10 Frontier. Their own 38-yard line with 6:08 to play in the fourth quarter.
I'll tell you, I don't think we've seen Frontier have bad field position at all today, right? They've really had great field position all day. But again, now's your opportunity to capitalize on it. Here they go. Expect to see them run the ball.
I would think number 34, we're going to see a lot more of him. Hayden Carter. And is Bennett trying to get a late substitution on here? How many players Bennett have on the field here? A little confusion as they try to get their defense set. There goes Leatherlungs calling another penalty. And now we got whistles.
It was the tee that was still on the field. Coach came out and got the tee that was still out on the field.
All right. Well, that's a safety thing, so that's exactly what the officials should do. And it's 1st and 10 for Frontier. And there's the handoff, and very little running room for Carter. Looks like no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And on that tackle was Tolliver again, as he's been big defensively from that linebacker position.
So now they called it a 1-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 9 from the 38. 5:45 to play fourth quarter. Bennett up 5, 30-25. So Frontier is going to have to get into the end zone. There's a pitch to Monaco, who's brought down. Great tackle. Somebody got.
It was Heflin. Cameron Heflin comes in on, gets that tackle, gets him by the ankle right there, holds him up for a big stop there on 2nd down.
So now it's 3rd down. And 3rd and 10 after a 2-yard loss there. 3rd and 10 from the 38. Huge play there, putting Frontier in a 3rd and long position. 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. We'll see what Frontier comes up with here. Lippert had a word with Connor Ring, and now Ring comes to the near side. And here's Lippert rolling to the right, throws, caught, but a short gain and knocked out of bounds is Carter at about the 40-yard line. McDuffie on the tackle, and that'll bring up 4th down for Frontier. Now, the last time Frontier was in a similar situation. They ran a fake punt. Lippert kept it himself. It seems unlikely they would try that again. It's 4th and 8 from the 39-yard line. And Lippert comes out as they come out in punt formation.
They had much better field position,
Yes,
when they ran that.
Yeah, I mean, Lippert's he's set back at the 27-yard line.
Nobody back.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Nobody back for Bennett. Well, they're not taking any chances. Frontier maybe. And there's Lippert, and he will punt that. Ooh, not a great kick. It's up high in the air. It's going to bounce. Takes a Frontier bounce and lands at about the Bennett 42-yard line. And Bennett will take over, leading 30-25 with 4:24 to play in the fourth quarter. Bennett will have the ball 1st and 10 at about their own 42-yard line. So I don't know if did someone get a hand on that punt?
It's hard to tell. He definitely had to rush it because they were getting access to him. There was no doubt they got penetration to them, that he had to get that kick off quickly, and you just wondered if he got it off a little too quickly or if there was some sort of hand. I didn't see a hand get on it, though.
So Bennett, 1st and 10 at their own 42, and the Tigers can go a long way toward putting this one away here on this drive. Antonio Davis III remains under center. And he will hand it off to Bradbury, who's stuffed behind the line of scrimmage, about a 4 or 5 yard loss. And look who's there, Connor Christen, among those in on the tackle.
No, actually it was 60 on that one.
Oh, Lepsch,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah, he actually lifted him up. Did you see that? He actually got air on that one, on that tackle.
Well, I thought it was Christen because I couldn't tell the difference between the 5 and the 6. And now we have another injured player. And I can't see who that is. But
looks like is it a Frontier player? I think it's a Frontier player, yes.
So the Falcons come to the near sideline and take a knee. The Tigers stay where they are, and they take a knee as the...
Oh, wait, no, that is a...
Is that a Bennett player?
That's a Bennett
yeah,
player.
it's a white jersey.
Now, yeah.
Well, the officials and the trainers are in our way, so a little difficult for us to tell. 30-25, Bennett, 4:11 to play in the fourth quarter. We'll be back after this break.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being. Our passion.
I love being home.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
I love being home.
WNY WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
Well, Bradbury was the injured player, and he has gotten up and with a little bit of help walked toward the Bennett sideline.
He's got a lot of help. They're really helping him off right there.
A little more help than I thought. Well, hopefully he's okay. And
they're putting him down. It looks like it's very gingerly on the one leg.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. You hate to see that anytime, ever.
Oh, and he is such a star player, too.
He's a key part of their team. Well, they've started the clock now, and we're about to be under 4 minutes, and we are. Bennett up 30-25, 3:58 to play here. Frontier needs a stop. And there's a handoff and a short gain up the middle. And the officials are stopping the clock. Don't think the ball came out. Frontier takes a timeout.
No, I think Bradbury was going for a second effort, even though they had called the whistle. In other words, he felt
going.
he didn't stop, but they had called the whistle on that. He was doing a great job of trying to keep the play going, was what he was trying to do.
So Frontier takes a timeout. 3rd and 10 at the Bennett 43 for the Tigers. 3:34 showing on the clock. Tigers up by 5, 30-25. So Frontier takes the timeout. And we'll see what the Tigers come up with here on 3rd down and 10.
They have not been afraid to throw the ball. That's been exactly what has been great for them in the second half. I expect to see them go to the air right here.
And the last time on their last touchdown drive, Davis III threw it into traffic and got a great catch to help him out. And that set up the last McDuffie touchdown, which was a 9-yard run up the middle.
Yeah, I definitely look for them to pass the ball, and they are not afraid to go for it on 4th down. I would not be, if they don't get it, I still wouldn't even be surprised to see them go for it. But be careful, because you don't want to give Frontier good field position, especially with 3:30 left in this game.
And the flip side of that, Frontier has had field position tonight and has been unable to take advantage of it. Davis rolls to the right. He's still got it, looking to throw. He throws, and it is caught. And that's a 1st down. And that's Jaden Lewis.
No,
it was Kevin Lewis.
It was Dominic Howard.
Again,
it was number 6.
Howard.
It was Howard.
All right, because I couldn't see who caught it because there were players in front of me, and they all were walking back to the huddle at the same time. Either way, it's now 1st and 10 Bennett. And that looks like Frontier's taking another timeout. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Huge 3rd down conversion there by Bennett.
Wasn't surprised at all. I really felt they were going to go to the pass. They've done such a good job of going to the pass here in the second half. And again, you've seen Davis come up big. This may be one of his best passing games so far this season, as you're seeing the sophomore get better and better and keep growing up right before us.
Well, I'll tell you what, Dominic Howard has really established himself and shown himself to be a key performer in this game as well. You have the 2 Lewises and then Howard adding that extra element. He's been a key performer tonight. And now Frontier has burned 2 timeouts. They've burned all 3, so the Falcons are out of timeouts here in the second half. They
2
took one
scoring
earlier.
updates for you here, Stu. 3 minutes left in the game at Lancaster, as Lancaster leads 39-13 over Clarence. And another lopsided victory here as Iroquois wins 68-6 over Lewiston Porter.
Wow. Excuse me. That's a lot of points. Excuse me. So here we go, 1st and 10 for Bennett at the Frontier 41-yard line. Davis hands it off, running hard. I believe that's Pearsall. And he's got a few yards there. So it'll be 2nd down and 8 after the 2-yard gain. And now that clock really working against Frontier. We're under 3 minutes. And the Tigers have the lead and the ball. So Frontier has to find a way to make a stop and get the ball back.
Jack Novak was big there as he come up with that tackle right now to make it 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 from the 39 for Bennett. Frontier needs a stop, or from their standpoint, preferably a turnover. And we'll see if Bennett decides to keep putting it in the air here. And there's a flag and a delay of game on the Tigers as they use some clock. Bring up 2nd down and 13.
Yeah, I don't see them right now. I see them doing nothing but run the ball and see how much clock they can use up right here.
Well, and Frontier cannot stop the clock anymore. They've burned all their timeouts. So it's 2nd and 13 from the 44.
We got a scoring update from Niagara Wheatfield early in the 3rd quarter. Jamestown leads 42-0. Trey Drake with his 3rd TD pass of the night to Elijah Rojas.
By the way, they're fun to watch. And there's a handoff to McDuffie, and he bounces off some tacklers, gets down to the 40-yard line, where it'll be 3rd down and 9, but that clock keeps on ticking, 2:15. And the Tigers, are going to take all the time they can before snapping the ball. 3rd and 9 from the 40. And we are now under 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. That 5-point lead looming large for the Tigers. Both teams came into the game with 2-1 records, so as Tom has mentioned, it's a huge. McDuffie gets the handoff. He's got some running room. He's got a 1st down.
No,
they threw it on the far side. They threw it on the far side. I followed the fake, and it was McDuffie.
It was a keeper. It was a keeper
I followed by Davis the 3rd. And I don't know if he got the 1st down or not on the far side. I followed McDuffie. I thought he had the ball.
When you knew he didn't when he looked back to see what was going on with the play, but a great fake right there by Bennett. It is 4th down, but 4th down and 3 it looks like. So this right here is the game, folks. Will Bennett get the 1st down? Can Frontier make the stop?
So Bennett now goes back into the huddle. The clock keeps ticking, 1:05 and counting. Frontier cannot stop the clock. We're under a minute left in the 4th quarter. And now Bennett will take a timeout to set up this 4th down play. It might not be a bad spot for a little play action, because even if they're stopped here, Frontier has a long way to go. And Kevin Lewis, pretty big target. And you think Frontier is probably keyed to stop the run. Might not be a bad spot for that.
Yeah, you could see Davis rolling out right here and really have the option to go something really short, right? Or be able to keep it and run it himself. I think Davis can run the ball just as well as he can throw the ball. I wouldn't be surprised to see them roll out. And then he's got the option to do multiple things depending on what happens on his rollout. We'll see. And then at the same time as with him rolling out, it's like a run play at that point and really could keep taking time off the clock like they need.
Well, the 1st down here, if they get it, will most likely end the game. And here we go, 4th and 3 from the 34. 30-25 Bennett, 57.8 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. Davis hands it off to McDuffie. He's got the 1st down. He's inside the 25. He's inside the 30-yard line. That's a Bennett 1st down. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. And you can see the Frontier sidelines, the players sagging with their emotions. They just kind of hunched over and they're like, that was a bit of a dagger for them.
Big run, though, there, Mike, to McDuffie, right? He makes it happen right there and gives the 1st down and gives Bennett what they need.
Well, and they'll probably kneel it down a couple of times, 30 seconds. Now the Frontier fans begin to file out of the stadium here. So Bennett has done what they needed to do. They've come in here as now the Frontier players are walking onto the field. Just 15 seconds remaining. I don't think Bennett is going to snap the ball. Well, they are going to snap it, but the Frontier defense, there's some confusion on the field as to whether or not they have to snap the ball, but the clock is going to run out. The game is over. Bennett beats Frontier 30-25. The Tigers were down 13-0 and came back to win this one. Great game, Tom, and a huge win for the Bennett Tigers.
Absolutely. It means now Frontier goes into next week with a must-win against right now the team leading the conference and the 4-time perennial section champions, Lancaster.
That is a tall order for anyone. Well, anyway, we want to thank you all for watching. Go ahead, Tom.
Let's hold on. They're going to go right here. We're going to go to the announcers. They're going to do the cross-training players of the game. Let's go to that so that we can hear who they decide on the cross-training players of the game right here.
Ladies, gentlemen, spectators, and teams assembled on the game field, today's award, sponsored by Cross Training Athletics, will be going to the athletes who best demonstrate positive character qualities in speech, conduct, love, faith, and integrity of the game. At this time, we would like to announce the character athlete of the game. First, from Bennett, sophomore, number 2, Antonio Davis III. And from Frontier, junior, number 44, Jack Novak.
So there you have it, Antonio Davis III, the character athlete of the game for Bennett, and Jack Novak for Frontier. Tom and I will be at Amherst tomorrow for South Park and Amherst. And go ahead.
And we get to see another McDuffie tomorrow. We're getting to see Teddy McDuffie, the running back from Amherst. Can't wait to see him live. I've heard so much about him. But look for us next week because we're going to be covering, which is going to be a huge matchup, Bennett Orchard Park.
Ooh.
So at All High, look for us as we're going to be trying to cover that game. That's going to be a big game and could be huge in the seedings right here for the AA Conference.
All right. Well, for Mike Wagner running camera tonight,
Mike Straw,
sorry about that. Mike Straw on camera and Tom Prince. I'm Stu Boyer. Once again reminding you that Bennett beat Frontier 30-25. Have a